So what is the difference between prompt engineering and context engineering? Let's see. Prompt engineering has developed quite a bit over the past couple of years. But nowadays, I would say here are the 4 most useful prompt engineering types. So we have role assignment, basically you give a role to the LLM. Then we have constraint setting, basically setting limits to the LLM. And then we have few shot examples, which means giving a couple of examples for the required task. And then we have chain of thought prompting, which basically asks the LLM to perform the tasks step by step. Then we have context engineering. Overall, context engineering relates to all the context what the LLM uses, the inputs and the outputs, and how to manage all of this. We can divide memory management to short-term memory, for example, managing the chat history. And then we have long-term memory management, which usually means, for example, saving and querying saved user data, which can be learned over time as a person talks with the LLM. Then we have state management. It can include things like the session. So in which state are we in an agentic loop, for example? What is the current task or goal? Then we have RAG, which basically means chunking large amount of data or a large file, creating embeddings for the chunks, and then querying against the user message to only get the relevant information. And then we have tool calls, so in which LLM can access data outside of the LLM's environment or start another process outside of the LLM's environment. But also I would say prompt engineering would be a part of context engineering, since you can inject variables inside prompts from the existing context, and thus then kind of interleaving the prompt engineering with context engineering. Follow me for more AI content.